All right, so I got a couple plumbing issues at the house. I got a buddy. He's a real good all around the house guy, handyman. Should I hire him or should I get a plumber? When do I know which guy to hire?
So I think a handyman has a very purposeful place, and they do a lot of things that help fill in the gaps. So, I think a good spot for a handyman in the plumbing world would be like, let's say, changing out a kitchen or bathroom faucet, or changing the trim out around your shower valve, right? The stuff that's just connecting a few fittings and just on the surface, right? Let's say you need some new valves replaced or cut in. That might be a good time to call a professional, get an actual plumber out there to cut your water off to your house first of all, replace those valves, cut the water back on, make sure everything's working properly, because there are some steps involved in that. You want to make sure that the right person or company is there doing that job. Secondly, I think a good time to interject a professional would be like, let's say, all right, he replaced the faucet. Next thing you need to do is have your sewer replaced in the basement floor. Might be a great time to call a professional for that type of work as well, to make sure, one, it's done properly. Two, if there's any permits that are needed to be pulled, that the proper companies are able to pull those permits, and the knowledgeable persons there doing the work to make sure it's done properly. I think that would be a good kind of segue.
So it sounds like, a supply line, supply stop, something simple on the outside is a good spot for a handyman. Get any more in detail, we're going to probably want to call a plumber.
Yeah, even I'd say installing a toilet's probably something I would recommend, they could probably do, right? Or a faucet. But like I said, once it goes deeper, replacing a flange, replacing a drain line, anything in the wall, anything cutting live water lines, or, having to turn the water off to the home, you probably want to maybe get a professional out to do those certain things, or the trade of choice for that specific field to make sure it's done properly. I think that'd be a great way to interject the two.
All right, so we'll go ahead and give Carlong Plumbing a call at 216-463-2463.